Hello. My name is Navigator, and truth be told, today I'm a little frazzled, and I don't really have a script or anything for this video. Not that I typically do, but anyways, there is a new Easter egg in the pit, and I want to get this information out there as soon as possible. Unfortunately, with my setup and everything, I can't be, in the pit editing my video, showing you all the different locations of where to find these items, blah, 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 blah. All I want to do is I want to show these off to you. I want you guys to get a feel of what the Easter egg is, know what the story is, and then I will give you the tools you need to go out into the pit, into Union Dues, and be able to complete this Easter egg on your own. So I know that was a little confusing, but I'm going to get up and explain to you what the fuck I'm talking about. So, you guys know that there is a new Easter egg, or not a new Easter egg, new update for the pit, for Fallout 76, the pit. And honestly, when I played it, I love it. I think it's phenomenal. But we can't ever get enough in 76, especially when it comes to the story. But I was messing around today, doing it for the first time with my friends here on my team, Astro Jelly and XIX Fast. We were doing the mission, and I found a hatch below this warehouse just outside the foundry, and I discovered a holotape there, and it was Striker Log 1. And when you listen to it, this holotape, along with three others and apparently four others, tells the story of Pat Gerber and his story within the pit, and we'll get into what that story is just here in a second. But this is a little scavenger hunt, finding these holotapes. I cheated. I definitely wasn't going to look for these all on my own. I went on online, and fortunately the guys over on the Fallout subreddit, or whatever it's called, they had found the holotapes already, and I went through there. So I'll talk about more about that at the end of the video. Again, I'm sorry for being frazzled, but I just finished Union Dues. I just found these holotapes, and I wanted to get this out there as soon as possible. So let's look at these holotapes. I'm going to mute my mic while we listen to these, so you guys can get the maximum experience. There's not going to be a lot going on visually, but just listen, and there's a little story to tell. So let's do this right now. I'm going to play Striker's Log. I believe that's what it's called, Striker's Log number 1, Mission Brief.
Pat Gerber, striker for the Union. Formerly the 42, now with our command up in the 29. Mission log. Taking care of unfinished business. Used to get reports back in the day of something. Some kind of mutant or monster lurking beneath the foundry. Disappearances, attacks, 1 or 2 mangled corpses. Nasty stuff. Thought it was fanatic raids myself, but panic ensued, so I got put on the case. Of course, losing the foundry changed our priorities a bit, but now that we're resettled, I've come home to take a look. Can't say I'm not a bit curious. Don't get to monster hunting very often. Will be a change of pace from rooting out spies and fanatic guerrillas, if indeed it is something new on our plates.
Okay, so that concludes Mission Brief 1. So Pat is kind of going over the little kind of folklore story he's heard of monsters and stuff, and he's kind of going away from his usual duties and exploring what the hell this kind of whatever this monster is. So yeah, I'm gonna turn here, give you guys a nice different kind of view. Actually, I'm gonna have these power armors on display, but anyways, I'm rambling. Let's listen to the second holotape, and this is going to be Striker's Log number 2, Pursuit.
Pat Gerber, Union Striker, Local 29. Mission log. In pursuit of a beast. Strange to be back at my old stomping grounds after so long away. So much has changed. The streets, well, they've been filthy since the war, of course. But we always used to keep them up as best we could. Now you can barely move without tripping over old rebar or slipping in a pool of spilled waste. The fanatics did a number on this place. Met up with a new local leader, a woman who goes by Hex. Guess they've had run-ins with the creatures I'm looking for. So there goes my fanatic raider theory. She showed me the body of one of these things. No wonder they had folks running scared. Going toe-to-toe with these troglodytes would put the fear into anybody. It's a wonder the 42 is still standing. Best info we have on where they're coming from hasn't changed, though. Seems disturbances in the Foundry, raids against the fanatics, always stir them up, bring them out of hiding. Will be quite the task to get in there unnoticed by the enemy, but that's what strikers are for. I know an old Roots, backdoor type situation. Should work. If it doesn't, you know where to find my body. And send my regards to the rest of the 29. If nothing else, you know I'll take some fanatics down with me on the way.
Okay, so that was Striker's log number 2 pursuit. So Striker met someone that we are actually familiar with, and that is Hex, and she is the main union person for the Union Dues mission. So he's come in contact with her. The expedition I last played, unfortunately I wasn't team leader, so I didn't get to check if you could speak to Hex about Pat Gerber, but I'm definitely going to be exploring that just after I finish making this video. Again, I just wanted to get this content out. So he knows what troglodytes are, and it seems that disturbances and raids, shooting, whatever it may be, at the Foundry bring the trogs out from wherever they're hiding. So, with that being said, let's listen to the third and second to last holotape, Lion's Den.
Pat Gerber, Union Striker, with the Local 29 mission log. Things are getting uncomfortable. Found a way past the patrols and made it to the tunnels beneath the Foundry. Place is like a maze. No wonder we never scouted the whole thing when we owned this place. And there's evidence of our mutant friends everywhere. Human bones littered here and there, stripped of all the flesh and muscle. I've got a strong stomach, but it's hard to take. Must have been dragging folks down here as long as we suspected. Can't help but think of the friends I've lost. I'm gonna exterminate the whole lot of these creatures. Going is getting tougher. No natural light, of course, or artificial for that matter. But more than that, the rads get worse the deeper I go. I can feel my body heating up, my skin crawling, stomach jits. Pounded some Rad X, but it's hardly helping. I should know better, but I want to press on. Maybe a few levels deeper before I turn back and rethink my strategy. Maybe still a hazmat suit from somewhere, if I'm lucky. My damn head's starting to swim. Hope the damage isn't done already.
Alright, so there you have it. That is Striker's log number 3, Lion's Den. So, Pat has found a way past the patrols at the Foundry, and he's kind of working his way through the underbelly. I found the first holotape in like a sewer hatch, and all the holotapes are located in some crazy locations, so it's no wonder he was sneaking around. Unfortunately, though, it seems like he is contracting a bad case of radiationitis. He's a little fucky there. He said his stomach wasn't feeling that great. And he also said he was seeing, terrible fucking sights. People, muscles ripped off, whatever it may be. There was something else I was going to say about the trogs, but honestly, I forgot it. Let's listen to this fourth one and we can wrap this video up. Sorry. This is Striker's log 4, Failure.
Striker with the Union Local 29 mission log. Pretty sure I fucked up good. Got a little farther down and came face to face with my prey. Damn thing was hideous. Was limping along. Really feeling the rats at this point. Didn't feel up to a fight. Pretty sure I was a goner. But it didn't pounce. Didn't strike. The thing just stared. It stared at me. So did I. I made it back topside. Lucky to be alive, honestly. But all I feel is an anger. It's swelling up inside me. I'm just so mad. Mad I didn't kill the thing. Mad it didn't kill me. It doesn't make any sense. Don't think I'm going to die anytime soon. Need to wait for these urges to subside. Don't want to hurt anyone. Shouldn't be near other people right now. God, it's so damn bright up here. Was it always so blinding? Need to find a little corner out of the light. Someplace warm. I don't know why it's gotten so cold either. Too used to the rads, maybe. Gerber out.
Alright, folks, so there you have it. That is the fourth and concluding holotape. Again, that was Striker's Log number 4, Failure. And if you can read between the lines there, it certainly seems like it was a failure. So, to clue you in, when you are looking for, Striker's Log number 3 is the one that you find with Pat Gerber's body. You can find this body on your own when you're hunting, and I'll let you know how to find the holotapes in just a second. But he's wearing like a miner's uniform, whatever, but he looks very dead and very irradiated. So that holotape was there. The final holotape you can find is on this little bench. But anyways, I just thought that was interesting that the fourth holotape was not with him. Anyways, the real juice of this, aside from being an Easter egg for 76, a little something else to do, is that this is the, as far as I know, the first, primary source we have of somebody that was, I guess, infected with, troglodyte syndrome or whatever it is. I know that the chemicals and the radiation cause people to turn into trogs. Don't get me well versed in my trogs and stuff, but it's interesting to see this from the perspective of somebody who was about to become one. And there are two reasons that, it's pretty factual that he's a trog, and I'll get into that in a second as well. But you can see that when he's in the tunnel with the trog, the monster that he encountered, the trog just looked at him and didn't attack him, almost as if the trog knew that he was one of him. But obviously Pat didn't know that at the time. Another little interesting thing was the anger element he talked about. So now we know that trogs, maybe we knew this before, maybe I didn't know, but trogs have an overwhelming sense of anger. Now, I'm not sure if that's similar to feral ghouls, who, as far as I believe, function similar to zombies. What was I going to... Well, I know that ghouls have rage, but anyways, I guess that's similar to the ghouls, but that there's that little, kind of add-on to this, as opposed to just being like, oh, you become irradiated and you're crazy. I guess it's a feeling of anger. That was interesting. But the final juiciest part about this, and again, I'm sorry for spinning. I'm really engrossed in this. I'm staring at my floor trying to talk about this. The other really cool thing about this is once you find all 4 holotapes, and if you've played Union Dues before, you'll know that there is a troglodyte boss, and he's typically named like the Devourer or something like that, but he is a troglodyte that is significantly bigger and has more health than the other troglodytes that are there. I just said troglodyte about 1,000,000 times. Anyways, if you get all 4 holotapes, the name of the boss trog will be Trog Striker. I wish it said Pat Gerber, similar to how Earl Williams is, but it says Trog Striker, and that's how you'll know that trog is most likely, in fact, Pat Gerber. Now, on top of this, and a little bit of information that I don't have for you, is I've heard that there's a 5th holotape, or maybe it's not numbered, but there is a 5th holotape that will drop, has a chance to drop with the boss's body. So you have the option of getting that. Unfortunately, I've only gone through this once. I haven't gotten that last holotape, but if I eventually do, I'll be sure to let you guys know. And be sure in the coming days to check out other YouTube channels. They'll probably have that 5th holotape out there. But to wrap this up, the first thing I want to say is I will leave a link to the Reddit page that has the descriptions of all the locations you can find. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any videos or visuals on how to find them. There's only a written up description of each one. And honestly, I mean, I found all 4 of them using the description, so you guys should be able to find it too. Getting that off the table, again, that's going to be in the link. I think this is really awesome. It adds a nice little change to Union dues. It's something else to do. I know that there's optional quests and everything, but even those get repetitive. So yeah, this is really cool. And truth be told, I'm glad that I have the setup that I do, because I can't go in there and edit and everything, because I want you guys to go out and find this Easter egg yourself. It was really enjoyable, especially when you have a full team. Honestly, even if you're doing it solo, it's still pretty cool. But go out there, do this Easter egg, kill that boss. Now that you know the story, don't bother about listening to the holotapes in the pit. I mean, you probably still are gonna. But honestly, Hex, when she comes over the intercom, it totally cancels out the holotape. So good thing you know about the story now, and you don't have to worry about it when you're blasting fanatics. So I'm going to wrap this video up. It's been way too long, but thank you guys for watching. Again, I wanted to get this information out as soon as possible. I thought this was awesome, and I didn't see anybody else making any videos or anything about it. So yeah, my name is Navigator. Yeah, go do this. It's awesome. Have a nice day. Take care.